Competency 3 is the first competency you actively rate, and there is a reason we start here. Establishes and maintains agreement, sets up the entire session. Before a coach can do anything skillful with presence or listening, the conversation has to be clear, focused, and pointed at what matters to the client. This competency carries 4 statements, and we will walk through all 4 with the criteria that separate a meets from a below. Watch the second one. It has a hard requirement that catches a lot of people. Before the individual statements, hold the shape of the competency, because 2 ideas run through all 4. Agreements are co-created, built together with the client, not imposed by the coach. A coach who announces what the session will be about has not made an agreement. They have made an assignment. Agreements are confirmed. Both parties verbally agree before moving forward. Not assumed, not implied by a nod, the coach read generously. Keep those 2 words with you, co-created and confirmed. They run through all 4 statements underneath each one. The first statement is about exploring the client's topic. To meet the standard, the coach invites the client to identify the topic, then clarifies aspects of the client's context, their thinking, and their purpose. It is not enough to ask, "What do you want to talk about?" and move on. The coach has to dig in, what is around the topic, how the client thinks about it, why it matters now. Here is where it falls to below. The coach explores the topic, but never its relevance. They learn what the client wants to discuss, but not why it matters. So listen for curiosity that goes past the surface. The topic and its relevance is what reaches meets. The second statement is agreement on the session outcome, and this is the one to be most careful with. To meet the standard, the coach's restatement or summary reflects the client's chosen purpose, and it is verbally confirmed by both. The coach says back what they heard, and the client confirms, "Yes, that is it." Below is when the coach moves forward without that confirmation, never checking that the client agrees. Here is the hard rule: no confirmation, no meet. If you do not hear the client explicitly agree to the outcome, this statement cannot reach meets, no matter how elegant the summary was. The third statement asks the coach to explore the significance of the outcome. To meet the standard, the coach's comments, reflections, and questions encourage the client to consider the benefits of accomplishing what they set out to do. Those benefits can be objective, the concrete results, or subjective, what it would mean to them personally. Notice the verbs, comments, reflections, and questions. The coach has to invite the client to weigh why this matters. Below is when the coach offers comments only, with no inquiry into significance. They might say, "That sounds important," but never ask the client to explore why. To reach meets, the coach pulls the client into that reflection. The fourth statement is about maintaining alignment to the agenda, and the key word is throughout. To meet the standard, the coach demonstrates attention to the client's stated focus and desired outcomes, and clarifies or realigns if the agenda shifts across the whole session. This is not a one-time check at the start. It is ongoing stewardship of the focus. Below is subtle and easy to miss. The coach attends to the agenda, but does not realign when it shifts. The conversation drifts somewhere new and they let it. So do not just ask whether the coach knew the focus. Ask whether they did something when it moved. Attending without realigning is below. Catching the shift meets the standard. Let me name the discipline that governs all four statements. Rate each statement on its own evidence. The 4 are evaluated independently, each against what was observable for that behavior. A strong showing on one does not lift another. A missed required element is below, regardless of strengths elsewhere. And the one that bears repeating, the session outcome statement cannot meet without a verbally confirmed outcome. Confirmation by both is non-negotiable. No confirmation, no meet. So here is Competency 3-in-1 frame. It ensures clarity and alignment through agreements that are co-created and confirmed, with the agenda realigned whenever it shifts. Explore the client's topic, including its context, thinking, and purpose. Agree on the session outcome, verbally confirmed by both. Explore significance, drawing the client into the benefits. Maintain alignment, clarifying or realigning whenever the agenda moves. Next, we take Competency 4, cultivates trust and safety. 3 statements where the behavior is more subtle, but still entirely observable.